Hello everybody, Sam here with MoPros, and I'm here with owner Matt Keever. And I'm also here with a special guest. This is Shane Cox. Shane Cox is our sales rep over here at Site 1. They provide us with irrigation material and landscape supply. They're always Johnny on the spot. They help us out a lot. And as you all know, this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We've been wearing pink all month. We wanted to invite Shane to sit down with us because he has a special experience as being a survivor with cancer. I want to let him talk a little bit about his story, and we're going to ask him some questions. So thanks for joining us, Shane.
Appreciate you guys inviting me, both of you guys. So my experience is with cancer. It's not breast cancer. It's actually glioblastoma. It's a rare, very aggressive type of brain cancer that my wife was diagnosed with in March of 2017. And so, with these guys and actually the company that I work for, Site 1, this month being, Breast Cancer Awareness, we were doing some stuff too. We were selling masks to donate to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And so I'm here really to talk about the survivor side of it. My wife passed April the 21st of 2019. Which happened to be Easter that year. So it was kind of a special thing, I say. I like to believe that it helped me in the coping process, that she went home on that day. So with that, I'm here to talk about the other side. After the passing, even during everything that's gone on, their support system that you have is huge. We had so many people from, our employees, our employers, our family, our friends, our church, our community. Stephanie worked for Wendy and William Wilbanks at Platinum Collision over in Forney, and like we said earlier, I worked for Site 1. So they were huge because they were behind us 100%. And whatever it was that we needed, we could have. I mean, days off, it didn't matter. And one of the things that I have to mention, or actually two things about Wendy and William, is I got a phone call from William once we were at the hospital and they were finding out what was going on with Stephanie, and we got the news that no one wants to hear that you have cancer, or a loved one or spouse, whatever it may be. You think about it and you just get chills. Is William Wilbanks told me, he goes, you don't worry about her paycheck. Her paycheck will be in her account, y'all's account, every Friday, no matter what. And so what a relief that is to hear from someone that they're going to get paid no matter what. Because it takes the burden off of you, because bills don't stop coming in, just your regular bills. We're not even got to the doctor bills yet. And then I also want to say, with it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Wendy Wilbanks is a 10+ year survivor of breast cancer. And without them two, I always tell them I'll never be able to repay them for what they did. And truly I will not, because they went above and beyond. And so you get to, the other side of the support system, which is, your family and your friends, your church group. I even had customers that I've known from anywhere from 20+ years to 3 years that were reaching out through Facebook, Messenger, emails, texts, phone calls, just to check on me and her prior to her passing. And that is huge. I mean, if you know someone or know of someone that has that's struggling with cancer or battling cancer, it's a small token to reach out to see if you can cook dinner. Bring them dinner, go mow their yard during the, mowing season. I don't want to take business away from these gentlemen, but it's just a small thing, because every little bit helps. I mean, it really, really does. And it just really opens your eyes. I mean, there are good people in the world. I mean, there really is a lot of, so big, huge shout out to Kaufman. They helped us raise money. We sold over 500 shirts with one of Steph's favorite verses, which is Proverbs 3:5. I mentioned earlier just about people, doing things, mowing the yard, bringing dinner. My mother sold cars in Kaufman and Terrell for over 15 years. Now she is a nurse, but she had one of her clients that she had sold like 10 plus cars to. Mailed my mother a check, and my mom called and says, "Hey, we have something for you." So I go out and I didn't even know these people, this person, or the family. If you know someone that has someone that in their family that has cancer, reach out to that person and offer, pray for them. You can do simple little things, because that surviving person, or the person that doesn't have cancer, there's so much going through their mind. I mean, you still have to work. You have to worry about, obviously paying all the bills. You got tons and tons of hospital bills that are coming in, and that just adds stress to you. So you already have a daily life of working, which is a lot of times stressful. Then you have this added stress, and it beats you down. I mean, mentally, physically, spiritually. I mean, you sometimes you want to ask God, why me? And we know that's not what you do, but you do, and we're all humans. We just have questions. You almost become like a 4-year-old child that's in the back seat, wanting to know, "Daddy, where are you going? Where are we going? Why?" They're wanting to know. But they're learning. They're learning what's going on, and you're just asking, why me? You perfectly healthy woman, in my case. And the next thing you know, we're rushing to the hospital via ambulance, and within a couple of hours, you find out there's a spot on the front left lobe of her brain, and a week later you're having surgery to get a piece of it to see what type of cancer, or is it just a spot, and unfortunately in our case, I mean, it was glioblastoma, also known as GBM. That, like I said, it's a very aggressive form of brain cancer, and there isn't a cure. Normally the survival rate is 12 to 18 months. And Stephanie fought like she always did. She was a strong woman, a lot stronger than me, I promise you. She lasted, or she fought it for 26 months.
Oh, wow.
Which is really good. And our doctors at Baylor, our doctors at Houston, were amazing. We were fortunate. I mean, not fortunate in the spot that my wife was diagnosed with brain cancer. Our support group, our doctors, the places that we were able to go, which is, like I said, MD Anderson, Baylor, and Dallas. And then we went to Boston, UMass, just to see if there was something else. But we were fortunate. We were very, very fortunate.
Whenever I met you, you told me your story of your wife and the legacy that she had left, and how important it was to the support system that you received, and through your church, through your friends. And to me, that struck a chord. And here at our company, we really do try our very best to give back. So I wanted to bring you in towards the end of the month, and to not take away from breast cancer or cancer at all, but to put a different outlook on it.
Yeah.
That it is very important that people that know you, that knew your wife, that they did reach out, and that was very important to you, and that going forward as a mass, maybe we can do better. At least make that little bit of effort, like he said, that made such a big difference. Cook a meal, mow a yard, help pay a little bill here or there. Just be a friend to sit on the couch and visit. Help drive the car to the hospital. Be a friend in the waiting room, whatever the case may be. Be that person.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not to take away from those that are currently struggling, because we know that's a constant battle and a constant prayer for everyone.
Yeah.
But as we wear the pink, we want to represent and show favor to people that are in your shoes as well, that are survivors in their own sins.
Yeah.
And they continue to have that walk, and they continue to have that struggle 18 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Some days I'm sure you wake up and it's just as it just happened, and some days you feel great.
Yep.
But I think that feeling great comes with the support system you had behind you.
No doubt. No doubt
And
at all.
so that's really why I wanted to capture your story.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that maybe it helps somebody down the road.
Yeah, and I mean to talk. I mean, a lot of times, you want to shelter things and harbor things in yourself, and it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, because
Sure.
you get depressed, and it's not a good feeling when you get depressed, because then you got the grieving part, and it's just a compound. It just doubles everything. So I like to talk about it.
Right.
I mean, not that I like to talk about it, but I mean, people ask, how you're doing, or hey. And I tell my story, and I tell her story, and I hope I'm doing her, justice. Going through, what we went through, and what Stephanie passing. I'm left. Her kids are left. Her grandkids are left. Her mom is left. All of her lovely friends that were huge. I mean, I can't put names out there. I mean, I put Wendy's there because of her struggle, and she had, breast cancer. And my mother-in-law is a survivor of breast cancer also. Having a support system, whether it be your friends, your family, hope that you're tied into a church somewhere. I really do believe that is huge. That part is really, really big. But your support system will continue to be there after, if whatever reason God says, hey, this is not going to work, and that person is no longer here, that support system will continue until whenever. I guess whenever you don't want it, but I would always accept it. Whether it be, like I said, a phone call, drop by the house, just to check on you, an instant, not Instagram, but a message on Facebook, an email, whatever, just to check on you, because they do love you. They care. They care about the lost one, because they lost someone too. And it hurts. It hurts every day. Every day, like you said a while ago, is different. And every day can start out as a good day, but you have that moment during the day that it's not good, because you remember that person and you miss them. And I believe, I'm a true believer, that one day I will see her again.
Oh, absolutely.
So, guys, I appreciate the time just to be able to tell my side of the story on the survivor side, because there are so many survivors out there that lost a loved one, and they have to go on, and they have to mourn, and they have to, because life doesn't stop. You have to continue to move forward. As sorry and as sucky as that is, you have to go. You have to move forward. You can't get in an eggshell.
Right.
And just hide underneath the rock, or whatever you want to say. You have to continue to move forward. And I appreciate you guys doing what you did as a company, and us as Site One. It's a great company to be a part of, because they do a lot of this type of stuff throughout the year, and we do some other stuff. Just helping, clean up areas, whatever, and for these different types of homes or whatever it is. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
It's very good thing to do that, to help someone, because what you guys are going to do with the several checks that you hand out to people that are actually going through this at this time, it's going to help them. It's going to put a smile on their face. For even if that smile is 5 minutes long, that's 5 minutes.
5 minutes more.
That's 5 minutes more, because it is a tough deal.
Well, I certainly appreciate you coming in. I really, honestly, don't know how you tell that story as well as you do.
Yeah.
But hopefully it brings encouragement to those that are watching, that those that hear this, that you take the stance of being the one that fills a void for somebody that's going through something such as Shane has gone through with his wife. And you heard the importance of it. And like I said before, let's not take away from those that are struggling with cancer, but there is another page to that, and those that are survivors of those that didn't survive the battle of cancer. Just be there for them, lift them up in prayer, do what you can do for them, and help them to the next page. So thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you. Appreciate it.